What's happening, y'all? First of all, I want to tell y'all thank you for the support with the God Box, man. Stuff is going so good, and I thank you all. We can't keep them God Box boxes in, and I appreciate you all. And I didn't want y'all to think I was acting funny since my album dropped. I know I hadn't hit y'all up in a minute. I'm sorry, I've been super busy. Just working. I know y'all can tell my eyes, I'm tired. Working. So listen, this is what today's Facebook post is about. Watch who you listen to. I had a conversation with a friend girl of mine, and she was talking to me about what somebody on TV had said, and how this person on television was giving all of this great advice. And I asked her, I was like, how can she give all this great advice when she doesn't have the things that she's advising you on? Like, she none of the stuff that you want, she has. She doesn't have any of that stuff. Like, so why are you taking advice from a person that doesn't have what you want? You know, they call it role models for a reason. But it depends what role you want to play in society, or you want that person to play in your life. It's like a lot of times, you know, in order for you to change, real advice for change hurts. Most times we get advice from people, we want to agree with them, or we want to be around somebody that makes us feel good. Like, the stuff that my mentor taught me, it was painful. He told me some very harsh things about me. He told me some very harsh things about my spending habits and what type of man I had to be in order to move forward. It didn't feel good. I didn't like hearing it, but in order for me to be those things that I wanted to be, that's what it took. So in most cases, I mean, if somebody is telling you exactly what you want to hear, like, it's one person in particular. I watched this person on TV, and everybody loved this person. And I'm like, dude, I've been around, dude. Like, come on, man. A lot of people play into black people's deficits and, you know, our depressions and our feelings, and they give us the things that they know that we want to hear, not necessarily what we need. So, like, y'all be careful of the people who you get advice from. A very rich man even told me something one time. He said, David Banner, have you ever noticed when people these super big millionaires and billionaires write these self-help books, it's usually never by that person. It's always interpreted and written by someone else. He said, do you know why that is, David Banner? And I said, why? He said, because why would they help you become their competition? So I said that to bridge into the other part of this conversation, is that most people who are successful and they really happy, a lot of those people are not. And it was funny, me and we were talking about this morning, me and Gensudin, about how we don't have enough people transferring right knowledge and right information. But when you do find that person who you can trust, when you do find that person that is giving you that right information, because they're hard to come by, do you listen? Like, somebody asked me one time, why do you listen to Mr. Moody verbatim, everything that he say? Like, you act like this, he's holier than thou. No, I'm not saying that he's holier than thou, but he is rich as fuck, and I want to be rich as fuck. So why, if I have someone who's going to give me right knowledge and right information, why would I want to alter and twist anything that he says? He's giving me the plan straight out. Just fucking do it. It's like, when we do get the right information, we want to do it the way we want to do it. If you knew how to do it in the first place, then you wouldn't need that mentor. So I do what Mr. Moody says verbatim. Now, of course, because we're in different industries, I have a feel for my industry, so I know how to take the information and apply it. But why would I do anything different than what he did until I make the money that he's making? You feel what I'm saying? Like, just follow it. It's like we always feel like we got to do something. We interject our ego when we do, or when we are blessed with that person who can give us the information that we need. We do find that person, and then we don't fucking follow instructions. You feel what I'm saying? So either we're following the wrong person who doesn't have shit, or is not doing anything, or who is really playing our emotions, or we have the person that can give us the way, and then we don't listen to them. I remember I was on stage, and we were doing this symposium about relationships, and I had a slight argument with this girl. She was like, well, men this, men that, and I told her, I said, sweetheart, I am a fucking man. I'm a man. So how are you going to tell me how? I'm telling you how men feel because I am a man. She was like, I never thought about it like that. Like, how are you going to argue? I'm telling you, it may not feel good, but I'm telling you how men feel. So if you don't want to feel that way, I think you should probably at least consider what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I know what all men say. I'm not saying that I'm holier than thou. I know everything. But sometimes I think in a lot of cases we end up listening to the wrong people. So be careful. Be careful. I love y'all. And I just didn't want y'all to think that the album came out and I forgot about y'all. I didn't. I just been busy. And I really, really appreciate it, man. I love y'all, okay? God Box, make sure you go pick that junk up. And I got all these followers and all these people following me. Did you buy a motherfucking album? Soaking up all of this information. I love y'all, man. Keep following your heart. Man, I appreciate y'all for supporting me so very much, man. You know, when my album came out, it was the #1 album on iTunes, and we're 100% independent, and that's all because of you all. And I love y'all, and I thank you. So if you haven't picked up the God Box and you following me right now, go buy the album.